Hi, this is Josh with Scout Reviews.
And I'm Travis.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget.
Hey, welcome to Scout Reviews. I'm Josh.
And I'm Travis. Today, it looks like you're taking me to Sonoma Valley, but
A little differently.
it's not the wine.
It's not the wine.
Now, it looks like wine bottles, but this isn't. This is bourbon, rye, and then a blend.
A bourbon and rye.
So these are interesting bottles, actually. I like the Redwood Empire. I like the art, actually. It's kind of unique. I'll put each of these through. So that's a straight bourbon there. And then you'll see the rye, again, fairly unique art on the front. Kind of a cool little thing there. Again, you think Sonoma, California, and you think wine. You don't really think whiskey or distilleries.
Nope.
That being said, highly encourage you to explore your state, whatever state you're in or area, because there's a lot happening. Distilleries, breweries, and wineries. So it's kind of fun to see what's out there.
Now, the back of these have little stories and stuff dealing with the name of each bottle. We'll put it in the description. Be aware that there are different levels. So there's this, we'll just call this the white label.
Okay.
There's the black label, which is all cask strength. Same thing, but cask strength.
Oh, darn.
And then I want to say it's brown, that is bottled in bond.
Interesting. Okay, so where does this rank, so to speak, in the hierarchy of labels?
At the bottom, just due to alcohol by volume.
What would I expect to pay for something like this?
$40-50 per bottle.
Okay, that's that's fairly average for decent whiskey.
Well, we don't know if it's decent. We've never had this.
We don't.
We just opened it. We've never pulled the cork. We removed the plastic, cut the paper. So this will be a first for us.
Just kind of an experiment then, huh?
Yeah,
That'll be kind of fun.
let's see what happens, kind of thing.
Yeah, I was just actually talking to somebody. I was with my wife actually this morning. I was telling her, I haven't really tried that many distilleries in California. I've tried, I think, one. Done a lot of breweries and wineries, but
That's fair.
But I've never actually done that many distilleries. I've done one actually. It was in San Diego. It was a gin distillery, really good. Anyway,
We don't do gin on this channel.
I like gin. We're gonna do gin.
Not anytime soon.
We're gonna do gin.
I hate gin. All right. So let's.
It's like fridge in a pine tree.
Long necks, easy pour. So you want to do the first bottle?
I'm gonna suck at pouring. I suck at pouring.
I mean, you suck. We won't talk about it. What?
Mm-hmm. You've just earned yourself a very light pour, sir.
Good. It's pretty light in color, too.
It is.
I thought you said light pour.
Fairly light pour. It does pour quick. I must say that. All right.
Amber color. This has terrible legs.
So this is a bourbon whiskey. Let me see. You're going to be looking at 45% ABV.
It's pretty plain on the nose.
Yeah, it is. It's a fairly straightforward bourbon note on the nose there. The Redwood Empire, obviously referring to the redwood tree forests.
Oh, you spilled some.
I did a little bit. I can't help that. Told you, I suck at pouring. Honestly, it's not bad. It smells a little young. Let's see.
It smells really young.
Hand-selected barrels aged at least 4 years. And it's aged in Northern California, of
I
course.
guarantee you it's only 4 years old. Like, to the minute as soon as it turned 4 years old.
Honestly, it's got a good nose. This is going to be kind of more, because, I like some of those small batch, local type distilleries, especially up in the Northwest, which I lived in Seattle for a while and really enjoyed those.
45%, so 90 proof. On the nose, it's a bourbon nose. Just really weak, high vanilla. Did you already drink it?
I did.
Just wait before you say anything. You've got the raisin, you've got the vanilla, you have some of the wood, the oak. And there's not a whole lot there on the nose.
No, it's a fairly typical, straightforward bourbon nose. Nothing remarkable about that.
Ew.
No, not ew. No, it's not
Ew.
up your alley. It's younger. That being said, this is kind of what I'm used to with it when it comes to these younger small batch distilleries that do these kind of local
$50 a bottle.
Yeah.
Would you buy it?
Honestly, probably yes. But I'm weird. So don't
Why
judge.
would you buy it?
It's got a good nose, good flavor. It's pleasant. It
I mean,
doesn't
if
burn.
you want to sniff things, I can help you with that all day long.
Anyway, I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all, actually. It's kind of fun. I'd like to go to their tasting
There
room.
are much cheaper bourbons
Mhm.
that are better.
It's fun to have something unique on the shelf.
I mean, I got enough unique on my shelf.
So I got some of the stuff from Washington, Oregon, things like that sitting on my shelf too. It's fun to stop by little chat tasting rooms. I enjoy this kind of stuff. Is it, fine bourbon? No. Is it decent? Yeah, it's not bad.
Not for $50 a bottle. This is a $20 bottle.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting.
California, everything's more expensive.
This is true. The gas you pay to get to this place.
So I will not be finishing.
No worries. We got 3 to work with, so neither will I.
I am so looking forward to the next 2. All right.
I sense sarcasm.
Lots of sarcasm.
See, I'm more used to that small batch, tiny little distillery, all in pop place, so it's kind of fun.
I like it if it's good. Now this is rye.
Whew, that could be punishing. Because, rye in the U.S. is at least 51% rye.
Mm-hmm.
Rye is known as bourbon's spicier cousin because rye itself is a little harder to predict. Bourbon is 51% corn by rule. So what you get with a rye is a little bit more spice. You get kind of some unpredictability there in how the flavor profiles are going to lay. So again, this is rye whiskey, aged at least 4 years.
Yep, this one's 4 years as well.
What's the ABV on this one? Actually, it is, again, 45%. So, again, typical. I get a lot of alcohol up front on the nose, which is not unexpected for a rye.
We've had some really good ryes on here.
We have.
So this is a high bar.
I'm a little picky on ryes, though, too.
This is a super high bar.
I'm more likely to side with you on the ryes because I'm pretty darn picky on ryes. Rye can be very unpredictable. Like I said, it can be very spicy, and if it's not done right, it becomes a little odd, to say the least. A little earthy.
I mean, on the nose, it smells like grass.
You know what it reminds me of is the Sazerac stuff.
Yeah, but the Sazerac is only $25, $30 a bottle.
It's true. One of the reasons these are a little higher priced too is they're producing lower volume. So with these bigger distillers, bigger corporate distillers, they produce an economy of scale. And they can produce bottles for lower cost.
I don't know. This is from Sonoma Valley.
Well,
There's
some tiny little vineyards and wineries in there though too.
Is it Sonoma Distillery?
I get a lot of alcohol in the nose on this one though. It's a little astringent.
If you buy a bottle, they'll plant a tree. So this is 3 trees.
Hey, that's fun. Look at you reforesting all the fire damage.
Redwood Empire Distilling. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be fun to visit.
I'm not looking forward to this.
It has a little, actually not even much burn up front. It's pretty smooth throughout and a smooth finish to it. Again, the legs on this are actually nicer too. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but
Yeah,
a little more
way different
evenly
tastes.
spaced. I like old stuff too. I
don't even have to be old.
I have a broader
It
spectrum.
just has to be good.
I don't mind this at all.
I don't like it.
It's easy to drink. It's not too spicy.
It's
Young.
not my thing.
It lacks the bit of the depth of flavor that we're used to with some of the higher end ryes, but at the same time, I like it.
Higher end? It doesn't even have to be higher end. Sazerac rye is better than this.
There's a little more to it than the Sazerac, though. The Sazerac just starts and ends in that flavor profile. This one carries on a little bit.
Yeah, so it's nastier in your mouth longer.
Oh,
Yay!
I disagree. So remember, all these opinions are our own. We don't always agree, which kind of makes it fun.
Well, it would be boring if we agreed on everything.
This is true. So, honestly, this one's kind of made my list of places to go visit because I enjoy hitting up the little backwoods places.
You also like Texas whiskey, and I don't. You like it better than I do.
Depends on the one.
As in, I don't like it at all. And there's certain ones he likes.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm very picky, though. The many I've tried, maybe 2 I like.
it's more than
3.
more than the ones I like, which is 0.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've liked about 3 that I've tried so far, I believe. 3, 4. And I've tried probably 15, 20.
This is a blend. Maybe it'll be better.
Again, I don't mind him. He does. It depends. Lighter pour.
So this is, yeah, it's a lighter pour. I don't like the first 2. So this is a 3-year-old.
Okay.
So we're going younger. It's a blend of the rye and a blend of the straight bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
Just younger. All that fun stuff. Again, everything on the back of the bottle, the stories, I'll go ahead and put in the description if you're interested.
So again, remember too, with these smaller distilleries, they need a revenue stream consistently. Whereas, you know, the Sazerac family can leave something in the barrel for 10 years and be fine. You need to actually produce something to produce a profit and make sure you're staying. So that's why some of these smaller distilleries have younger blends. A little less refined, but they can be fun. And it's kind of fun to find them.
This one doesn't smell bad.
No.
But the first one didn't smell bad either.
You can just leave the local distilleries to me if you want, and I can take those on.
Better?
It's actually really good.
Better?
That's nice. That's smooth. All these have a mid-length finish, slightly longer than mid-length finish. This one,
I can drink this. I don't particularly like it, but I can drink it.
this one tapers off nicely, though, don't you think? I mean, it kind of
this is more like a rye than anything else, and a decent rye. Not $50 a rye, but not too far off.
Yeah, it's actually kind of
not bad.
Kind
I would drink this again and without being upset. The first 2, you take those home.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
I mean, normally we get into all kinds of different flavors.
These are a little more simplistic. I mean, you're getting your standard toast, your wheat. With the bourbon, you get a little hint of corn, molasses. It's nothing that you wouldn't expect. That being said, what you do get with the younger whiskeys, and what I think Josh objects to with these kind of flavors, is you get a less rounded alcohol.
They don't go as well together.
They don't. So the longer you leave them in the barrel, and depending on the climate too, that heat kind of helps them meld together.
Yeah.
The age kind of lets them meld together and round out. What we were talking about, like with the Jack Daniels review. You and I, you remember? I remember I said that.
Yeah, but you didn't like that.
I did
for the same reason.
But I think these are a little more refined.
Ha ha.
But I'm just saying, it's one of those things you're talking about there.
Yeah.
Each flavor comes in individually and then kind of overwhelms the last one. You don't get to enjoy it. These are a little more rounded, but at the same time, yeah, I do get that. I do get that they're not as well blended. They're not as well rounded. You get a little more acetone on the nose and the taste. And
I don't like licking hospital walls. That's all I gotta say. And
yeah, fair enough. But it's fun to try something new.
This doesn't taste like a hospital wall.
And again,
this one's okay.
And that's what we talk about with the Johnny Walker stuff. The blends.
It's still way overpriced, but it's okay.
Well, the blends allow the distiller to actually tweak the flavor, tweak the finished product. See, with a single blend or single malt or any kind of single grain or straight to bottle from barrel like this, you get what you get out of that barrel. And with a blend, they're allowed to play with that finished product a bit. So it's kind of fun. It's always fun to try to see what other people are doing. And yeah, I've just expanded what I've had from California now by 3 bottles.
Well, I mean, it was worth trying.
It is. It's always fun.
Sorry.
It is always fun. So cool.
Yeah. So my recommendation, if you find your tastes being more along what I like, If you find your taste being more along what he likes, maybe. I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, it works.
I don't know if he wants 2 thumbs up because I don't
Mm-mm.
see that happening.
That being said, if you're in California, stop by, see what they say.
Yeah, I bet you they do flights.
I bet they do, and
Yeah.
that's fun to do. And it's fun to sit at those little places. They usually have a pretty good little facility. Sometimes they have food trucks. So, little local distilleries. Check out your state. See what you have local to you. It's kind of fun to get out and explore. Sometimes you find little hidden gems. Other times you leave very disappointed.
Sometimes you have a bad day.
Yeah, and we both had those before. So, cool. That's all I got.
That's all I've got.
On
Well,
that note,
like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for joining us. I'm Josh.
I'm Travis.
It's been Scout Reviews.
Have a good one.